Hippos prefer shallow areas where they can sleep half submerged, referred to as rafting. Their populations are constrained by this day living space, which can become quite crowded. In the dry season, up to 150 hippos may use one pool. During times of drought or famine, they may embark on overland migrations, which frequently result in a large number of deaths. By night, hippos travel as far as 10 kilometers, 6 miles, into the surrounding grasslands to feed for 5 or 6 hours. Hello and welcome to KYC News. In this episode, we are looking to the secret life of hippopotamus. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is a large semi-aquatic mammal native to sub-Saharan Africa. It is also known as the hippo, common hippopotamus, or river hippopotamus. It is one of only 2 surviving species in the Hippopotamus family, the other being the pygmy hippopotamus, Coeropsis liberiensis or Hexaprotodon liberiensis. Its name is derived from the Greek word for river horse. The hippopotamus is the largest land mammal, aside from elephants and rhinos. It is also the largest living artiodactyl. Despite their physical resemblance to pigs and other terrestrial even-toed ungulates, the hippopotamus' closest living relatives are cetaceans, whales, dolphins, porpoises, and so on, from which they diverged approximately 55 million years ago. Hippos are distinguished by their barrel-shaped torsos, wide-opening mouths with large canine tusks, nearly hairless bodies, pillar-like legs, and large size. Bulls, males, average 1,500 kilograms, 3,310 pounds, and cows, 1,300 kilograms, 2,870 pounds, females. Despite its stocky build and short legs, it can run at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour, 19 miles per hour, over short distances. Hippos can be found in rivers, lakes, and mangrove swamps. Territorial bulls rule over a body of water and a herd of 5 to 30 cows and calves. Both mating and birth take place in the water. Hippos stay cool during the day by staying in water or mud, emerging at dusk to graze on grasses. While hippos tend to congregate in the water, grazing is a solitary activity, and hippos do not typically exhibit territorial behavior on land. Because of their aggressive and unpredictable nature, hippos are among the most dangerous animals on the planet. They are endangered due to habitat loss and poaching for meat and ivory, canine teeth. Diet and habitat. Hippos are well adapted to aquatic life and can be found in Africa's slow-moving rivers and lakes. Hippos can hear, see, and breathe underwater because their eyes, ears, and nostrils are on the top of their heads. Hippos also have built-in goggles. A clear membrane protects their eyes while still allowing them to see underwater. When submerged, their nostrils close and they can hold their breath for 5 minutes or longer. Hippos can even sleep underwater, thanks to a reflex that allows them to bob up, take a breath, and sink back down without being awakened. Despite all of these adaptations for aquatic life, hippos cannot swim or even float. Because their bodies are far too dense to float, they move by pushing off from the river's bottom or simply walking along the riverbed in a slow-motion gallop, lightly touching the bottom with their slightly webbed toes, like aquatic ballet dancers. Hippos spend almost all of their daylight hours wallowing in shallow water. Hippos emerge from the water in the evening, after the hot sun has set, for a night of grazing. This can last up to 6 hours. Despite their massive size, hippos consume only 88 pounds, 40 kilograms, of food per night. This is approximately 1 to 1.5% of their body weight. In comparison, the largest cattle consume 2.5% of their body weight on a daily basis. While hippos prefer to feed on patches of short grasses near water, dubbed hippo lawns, they must occasionally travel several miles, kilometers, to find food, making long trips on land to new lakes or rivers. Their ears assist them in hearing the sounds of falling fruit, and their keen sense of smell assists them in detecting the tasty treats. Hippos are mostly inactive unless they are eating, which allows them to conserve energy. The hippos at the San Diego Zoo eat herbivore pellets, alfalfa and Bermuda hay, lettuce and mixed vegetables, and on rare occasions, melons. Characteristics in general. The hippopotamus has a large body with stumpy legs, a huge head, a short tail, and 4 toes on each foot. Each toe has a hoof that looks like a nail. Males average 3.5 meters, 11.5 feet, in length, 1.5 meters, 5 feet, in height, and weigh 3,200 kilograms, 3.5 tons. Size. Males are the larger sex in terms of physical size, weighing roughly 30% more than females. The skin is 5 centimeters, 2 inches, thick on the flanks but thinner and nearly hairless elsewhere. Grayish-brown in color with pinkish underparts. The mouth spans half a meter and can gape 150 degrees to reveal the teeth. Lower canines are sharp and can reach a length of 30 centimeters, 12 inches. Hippos have adapted well to aquatic life. The ears, eyes, and nostrils are high on the head, allowing the rest of the body to stay submerged. To keep water out, the ears and nostrils can be folded shut. Hippos have such a dense body that they can walk underwater and hold their breath for 5 minutes. Although they are frequently seen basking in the sun, hippos lose water rapidly through their skin and become dehydrated if they do not take periodic dips. They must also seek refuge in the water to stay cool because they do not sweat. Numerous skin glands secrete an oily reddish or pinkish lotion, giving rise to the ancient myth that hippos sweat blood. This pigment, however, acts as a sunscreen, filtering out ultraviolet radiation. Behavior. Hippos prefer shallow areas where they can sleep half submerged, referred to as rafting. Their populations are constrained by this day living space, which can become quite crowded. In the dry season, up to 150 hippos may use one pool. During times of drought or famine, they may embark on overland migrations, which frequently result in a large number of deaths. By night, hippos travel as far as 10 kilometers, 6 miles, into the surrounding grasslands to feed for 5 or 6 hours. The long canines and incisors are only used as weapons. Grazing is done by grasping grass with the tough wide lips and jerking the head. Large areas of grass may be stripped away near the river, where grazing and trampling are most intense, resulting in erosion. Hippos, on the other hand, eat relatively little vegetation for their size, about 35 kilograms, 80 pounds, per night, as their energy requirements are low because they spend so much of their time buoyed in warm water. Hippos do not chew cud, but instead store it in the stomach for a long time, where protein is extracted through fermentation. The digestive process recycles massive amounts of nutrients into African rivers and lakes, supporting the fish that are so important as a protein source in the local people's diet. Ten interesting facts about hippos. 1. Hippos are the world's third largest mammals. Hippos are the third largest land mammals and are native to Africa. The 2 largest land mammals are elephants and white rhinos. 2. Hippopotamids are classified into 2 species. The common hippopotamus, or Hippopotamus amphibius, is the most well-known species of hippopotamus. Hippos can grow to be 6 to 16 feet long. The pygmy hippopotamus, or Coeropsis liberiensis, is a smaller species of hippopotamus that grows to be about 5 feet long. 3. Hippos are excellent swimmers. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes on average. That's enough time to walk along the lake and riverbed floors. It's no surprise they're known as river horses. 4. Hippos are an endangered species. Hippos are classified as threatened by the IUCN Red List due to human activity affecting their environment. 5. Hippos eat plants. Hippos are herbivores, which means they get their energy from plants. Hippos consume an average of 80 pounds of grass per night. 6. A hippo's gestation period is 243 days, 8 months. Calves are baby hippos that weigh between 30 and 50 pounds when they are born. 7. Hippos are at their most active at night. While hippos are not considered nocturnal, the majority of their foraging and activity occurs at night. They leave their resting waters around dusk and return early in the morning. 8. They make their own sunscreen. Hippos are found in sub-Saharan Africa, where the sun's UV rays are extremely powerful. Hippos have developed the ability to produce a red, oily liquid that acts as a natural sunscreen. 9. Hippos can distinguish between friends and foes. Hippos can tell a friend from a foe by smelling their dung or poop. Hippos use middens, or outdoor areas where they go to the bathroom frequently. Hippos can then sniff the areas to see who has been there and whether they are considered a friend. 10. Hippos play an important role in their ecosystems. The enormous size of a hippo allows it to create microhabitats for smaller organisms. They improve fish habitat by repeatedly walking on common pathways from water sources to inland areas. This is all for now. Thank you for being with us.